Guys, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We are at the... I almost said the Dawn Winery. Also, how did that eagle get in there, D-Luke? But we're at the bank to talk to Ekaterina, I think? Yeah, that's her name. Welcome, Goose, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. I have no intention of joining the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa herself truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement. What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy? Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers did not break their promises lightly. Ah, where is that guy anyway? Child is currently at Liu Li Pavilion. Liu Li Pavilion? Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither have emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyin Slope, so they can compete face-to-face with the Shin Yue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style. You're like this every time we talk about food. Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving. Farewell, Archaic Lord. Woohoo! Hi, buddy. You made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel. So, where is he? In Liyue Pavilion? He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom. Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked. Look at his face. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangshan, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Associate of the Fatui? Indeed, Wangshan's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows. Walk in the shadows? It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt. Discretion, shadows. Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people? Indeed, it is as you have guessed. The Wangshan funeral parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace. Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangshan funeral parlor It does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Ostensibly. Well, they are still. I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because... Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel. What? Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geoarchon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Qiang Quan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we? Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexplorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Juan Karst. That's true, the Adepti are staying away from Liyue. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service to be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus, but this time the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege. Well, they do have a decide to deal with. They do have a decide to deal with. Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet. Decide or not, the concern of the Wangshan funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geoarchon's last rites? Child says too much. Oh, in our line of work, this means that you want to silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword. We shall... Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we? The Tian Chuan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you are to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven. Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. Looks like there's no other choice. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk. Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks. And get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime. He's so cool. My, chopsticks truly are difficult to use. Bye, child. Love you. After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I prefer the atmosphere in Mondstadt. I see, so you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the seven nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is, in all likelihood, why Child wants to make use of the Wangshan funeral parlor's connections. Huh? Why would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway? I neither know nor I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. He looks so angry. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding. Wow! Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparation shall be to obtain some prized noctilus jade worthy of a deity. Gosh. Here we go, Shito. Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun. Who knows, you might just strike a rich. Betting? No, we're here for, what was it again? Noctilus Jade, a radiant grade at the very least. Radiant grade Noctilus Jade? I see you're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rick's Lapis does not bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whatever one you like. These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go? What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? Oh, you want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple. Oh, and what would that be? I'll take them all, boss. Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber. Wait, boss. That one didn't count. We need to discuss it again. Hey, if we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times more if we buy them all? That's true. Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction. Huh? How did you not think about Mora when buying things? If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one's is bound by Mora. What? All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora. Huh? He's talking about economics. Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings. No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilus Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, luxuriousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilus Jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to these crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control is poor. Whoa, to think it's that easy to get cheated. But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon. What does that mean? If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while the fool only sees the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilus Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness. And so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilus Jade is excellent quality would be superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I didn't realize you were such an expert. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now all that's left is to put it into practice. Priceless, huh? I was just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss, but can you let us burn them first? Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Then can we get some small samples? Well, fine, as you wish then. How about this? I could take a small sample of all 3. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture. Don't worry, I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it was good jade, you will not take a loss. Alright, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot. So thin. Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through. This is impressive handiwork. You flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me. But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to a fire? can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nevertheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve. What sort of conditions? Well, we add the high temperatures using pyro. We can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way the samples will not disintegrate immediately. Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding. Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Leeway must be based upon fairness. Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Where are the spot in... How about the kitchen at Zhongling's place? You mean at Wildman Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in. That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control. We cannot take such a risk. Oh, Pema remembers. We once saw this big pot at the Davalupa Gorge, in the camp of the hilly trails from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Goose, now let's pack these samples up and make a move. The Meaty tribe is wild. Mr. Yongli. It's been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed gin and lime wine whenever he came to visit me in Leeway. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumero's frigid snake wine. That's a pot! It looks like the hilly tribes are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we've gotta cut the line. Oh no, I'm stuck. Am I missing anybody? Oh, he's over here. There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. Well, it's our lab now. The soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one is the three is which. Use pyro to make keeping the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier the bluer the aura gets, the better it is, so pay close attention. Whoa, that light came from the first noctilus jade. The leeches are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light? Such noisy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue again after. anymore. That light came from the second next to this jade, didn't it? More hilly trails. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their tree. I couldn't read that. Oh my gosh, he's on fire. Stop. Ow, that's bright. Too bright. That was the third Noctilus Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Goose, let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we? Alright guys, we'll continue in the next episode. See you then.